Hey everybody, welcome back to Brown Thumb Nursery. I am Rob and I am out here this morning just watering my plants. I don't know if you can see, yeah, I'm over here just watering my plants. I got to thinking, a lot of you might kind of want to know what is involved in a nursery on the daily, kind of a daily thing. And so I thought I'd take you around and just kind of talk a little bit about what goes on around a little nursery. And of course, I've just got a little small backyard nursery, and but it still all takes keeping plants alive all the time and propagating new plants. So anyhow, I thought I'd take you along as I'm watering. And I just told you that I'm watering. I'm not going to show you that because that's well, let me just talk about that. So I've got inside the shade house over here, I've got a automatic timer set up on a misting system for all the plants that are being propagated through cuttings and whatnot. So I've got that all set up in there. But outside, because I was having trouble with the ground just getting totally saturated, I ended up taking off the timer. I had these sprinklers here that just spin and just do a really good job, but they also saturated the ground a whole lot, and I'm still working on that issue with the ground saturation. I almost feel like I've got a plumbing leak underground because it's just, I don't know. Anyhow, that's another issue I got to deal with, another nursery kind of issue to deal with. But let's just take a second here and talk just a little bit about what some of the things are. Now, these are some of the plants I have to water every morning. You can see I've got some dinner plate hibiscus starting to bloom out here. So once they start blooming, that's a good time to put on for a sale. Aren't those just beautiful? I just love the hibiscus. Anyhow, so what I do is I water all these that I got outside, but inside I've got a lot of cuttings and things that I've been propagating and stuff. So, and all the way down there. So, but here we've got different things that need done. I mean, I got these, what are these? These are a hydrangea. I'm trying to think of what variety. Oh, this is a phantom hydrangea. See that whole row of them in there? Those are phantom hydrangeas, and those need trimmed back and cuttings. I need to take cuttings of those. I probably get about 300 cuttings out of that little patch right there. So that's a thing you got to do to be able to propagate your and grow new plants. Right here I've got neon flash spirea. You can see I got a bunch of those really ready to sell. I think I might put me a little sale going this weekend or coming up, and the ones that don't sell, I'll probably take cuttings from them and propagate them. Here I've got, what do we got here? Linwood Gold Forsythia here, and you can see they're just going crazy. Those definitely need me to take cuttings of them and more things. And I've got all these mimosa trees that are in these plug trays here, and they're growing so good. Their roots are sticking to the ground. You can see they're basically getting kind of root bound, so they need potted up. So I got about, I don't know, 200 or so mimosa trees I got to pot up to the next size, And then I've got these what kind of hydrangea are these? Oh yeah, silver dollar hydrangeas. I got a bunch, big old thing of those. I probably get about 300 cuttings out of them. And just goes on and on. I got different things, red twig dogwood here, and some different things. So yeah, I just thought I'd talk a little bit about some of that today. Maybe after I get home from work, I'll get some of these things, and trim back and show you how I go about that process of when I take cuttings, because it's not just cuttings. I always take and inspect each plant. I cut it back how I want it cut to make it a good plant for selling the next time it's going to be time to sell. pot it up if it's starting to get root bound. I pot it up to the next size up and all of that. So there's a process. And so anyhow, I'll take you along with that. But I got to get back to watering, and I'll see you after I get home from work. Okay, everybody, it's after work. Actually, it's the next day after work, because turns out yesterday was Wednesday, church day. So never get a chance to get out here on church day or on Wednesday night. So anyhow, it's Thursday afternoon after work. So I'm out here gonna piddle around, and I thought what I would do is go ahead and tackle some of these Linwood Gold Forsythia. So, and I've got quite a few of them, and they're looking pretty good, except this one here. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. Let me pull that out and see what's up with that. Not sure why that's doing that. Might just not have gotten watered good. Anyhow, I'm going to take these in one by one into the shade house and trim them back for optimum growth, and then also to take the cuttings, and then we'll stick the cuttings. Okay, so now I'm not going to be quite as meticulous with these. Basically, I'm just going to give them like a chop across the top, because they're going to end up bushing out. They got plenty of places to bush out from down here. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of give them a cut here, and then let me just kind of do this like that. Go across here. All right, so that gives me a nice little handful of cuttings, and I got a couple dead leaves here, so I'm not sure why that is, unless I, just not getting them watered consistently enough. That could very well be. So, but this here is looking like it could branch out pretty good. Of course, it was already a good bushy little bush, and so I'm going to go ahead and pull it out of the pot and take a look and see if it's root bound. I usually pot things up to the next size once they get root bound. So you can see that's to that point where it's root bound. So that could be why it's starting to die back as well. So let me go ahead and grab another pot, next size pot, and get that potted up. Okay, I've got like a 2-gallon pot here. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little soil in there for the bottom, get the bottom built up a little bit. And we'll see where this height-wise, where it comes out. Oh, that's just about perfect. Kind of work it down in there a little bit. And that's what we need right there. Alright, so I'll get that worked down in the sides there. That kind of pull that away from the roots there. And we're good. Now what I'm going to do is, whenever I pot, now this is a fertilizer. Now, this isn't what's in the can. It's actually fertilizer. I just use this little can. But this is a 2-month fertilizer. So it's been for sure at least 2 months since I've potted this up last time. So it's definitely time again for fertilizer. What I always use is a slow release fertilizer. So anyhow, then get the label, put the label back in there, make sure the label is good and clear, and update it if it needs updated. When I was using magic marker, I always put another one over top of that. That keeps the sun from fading on my labels. So stick that down in there, keep it out of the sun. We're good to go. So now this one's ready to go. Uh-oh, we have a weed here. Got weed out of there. I'll take this back out there and set it with them, and then I'm just gonna grab another one real quick. Okay, so I grabbed one of these. There was 2 of them out there that had some deadness on it, and so I wanted to definitely want to deal with that and get rid of some of this. And I'm looking over here. This branch here has got some deadness on it, and so I'm going to take this all the way back all the way back here, and I'm not going to take cuttings off of that. Look at even this here's starting to die up at the top. Now the bottom part of that looks good, but so I'm not going to take any cuttings off of that. I'm just going to get rid of that. Hi, sweetie.
Hi.
And I'm going to go ahead and any of this dead stuff I'm just going to get rid of. Down here.
Lacey text you. Yeah?
Huh?
Lacey text you.
She did?
Yeah.
What'd she text me about?
I don't know, but you look on the phone.
Look on my phone. My phone's recording me. How can I do that? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this all the way back here and just get rid of all of this. I don't want to take cuttings from any of that. I'm just going to get rid of that. In fact, this here is bad all the way down to here. A weed right there.
Can I help you?
Mm-hmm. And then right here, I'm going to go ahead and cut it down to right. You want to cut it right here?
Yeah.
Be very careful. Cut it right there.
Right here?
Yep. Okay. And we'll get rid of that. I'm not going to take cuttings off of any of that. But I'm going to go ahead and see if it looks like it's root bound. And see if it needs potted up, I'm going to pot it up. Oh yeah, that's pretty root bound there too. So go ahead and pot that up. That might be causing it. What's causing it to go and start to die back. Oh, hold on, that's too much. Take some out.
I'll put this in.
Yep. Go ahead and fill it up now.
We're filling it up. Filling it up. Filling it up. Filling it up.
All right. I'll get it packed in around there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got one more here. We're going to go ahead and take some cuttings from. And I'm going to go ahead and just basically give it a haircut off the top. Yep.
I'll put this in here.
Okay.
Getting a haircut.
No, let's leave that one.
Okay.
Let's leave all the rest of it.
Okay. Oh my goodness, what is that?
It's a bee. All right, so that's a nice little haircut. That one's a nice little
Haircut.
Didn't have to cut too much off of that one.
Yeah.
So
This is the last one.
let's see what we got. Well, we got quite a few more, but yeah, see, these are all pretty much root bound, so you can tell it's a good time to go ahead and do these.
This one's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Today we're gonna put all the pot and stuff in, so we can make some plants. We're gonna put all the soil in between here, and then let Papa have a little bit of talking. And let you have a little bit of talking.
Are you going to let me talk for a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're just filling in the soil around the edges here. This pot's just a little bit bigger than the one it was in. I guess I'm a little bit low on my 2-gallon pots. I've got a lot of like 1,000 gallon size, but I need to obviously get some 2 gallons. I've got 3 gallons and I got 5 gallons, but this is not, I don't want to waste a 3 gallon or a 5 gallon for this, so good job, you got it. Get some fertilizer in there.
And we're gonna cut if there's bad stuff on it. If there is. Now we're getting ready to cut some.
No, we already cut it.
Wait, did we forgot to put those stuff on?
No. We did everything we needed to do.
Here. Done.
Okay, so we did about four plants, and we got cuttings off of 3 of them. But anyhow, so this is what I'm going to be doing the cuttings in. This is 3 inches deep. It's a 50 cell tray there. So I'm going to go ahead and get it filled up with some soil.
Ooh, yay.
All right, we got it.
Yeah.
You getting those out for me?
What?
You getting those out for me? Okay.
So we're gonna start talking for you.
You are?
Yeah. So we're starting to cut all the leaves off.
No, we're going to leave the leaves on this time.
Leaves on, and then we're gonna make a hole with these, and then put them in and water them.
Yeah. So a lot of times, Harley was just talking about a lot of times we take and strip the leaves all off like this, and do that, and and then do cuttings like that, where you just stick it like that. But I told her today we're going to leave the leaves on. Now, I always leave the leaves on the tip. So, but the some of these, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of show you what I'm doing here. I'm going to leave the leaves on the top, so I didn't strip the thing all the way back. And I'm just trimming them back just a little bit so that I can get them in there. And I don't know, I think I've seen quite a few of mine that I was doing that way starting to not make it.
I'm going to cut these leave the other leaves on, and I'm going to...
Here, why don't you cut it in half for me so I can have one? Okay.
There we go.
And leave the top leaves.
Yeah. I'm going to talk for a little.
Okay.
So, well, me and Papa are going to do this. We are going to start doing something after this, and then we're going to do something like that. So, this is what I always like to do. So, right now, we're getting some stuff to do right now. So, I'm cutting one leaf off one for me, one for Papa. So, grab one. Grab it.
Okay.
Got it. So, even when we're starting to get these off, we're starting to play. This is playtime.
That's right. We're out here having fun.
Yeah. This place is playtime.
That's right. So what I like to do is always make sure I have a leaf node that goes under the soil level, and then at least 1 or 2 above. And you can have 2 below, 2 above. It really just kind of depends. I'm going with about 4 inch. You can see I'm just kind of cutting those in half right there. And leaving a couple leaves on the top, trimming them back a little bit, and sticking them.
I don't know what they're doing.
Sounds like they're playing, having fun, huh?
Maybe playing tag, 3 tag or something.
Maybe.
On the bikes. Because they do have bikes.
So Linwood Gold Forsythia that we're doing here, these are one of the first things that comes out in the spring around here. They come out really bright and yellow and kind of let you know spring's here. And by the way, all these cuttings that I had taken off of the plants, we put them over in a bucket of water to keep them hydrated.
Yeah.
That's really important to not let them dry out.
Yeah.
Especially because we are doing this in the afternoon. It's the best time to do this would be in the morning when they're nice and cool and refreshed from the overnight, coolness or whatever. But I didn't quite have the time this morning. I was actually going to try to do this morning before I went to work, but I just had too many other things going on this morning, so, you know, you take a few minutes here and there and get what you can done.
Apple.
Huh?
Catch.
Okay. So the way I normally do this, like say you see I didn't take cutting or didn't pot up all of those plants I had over there. I just did what, 4 or something of them. What I'll do is I'll get to the point of on my tray. I'll probably get to where I have to get a second tray out, and probably won't get all of it filled up. So what I'll do is so whenever I don't have it completely filled up, I'll count the cells that I have left, and then I'll go get that many cuttings off of the plants. That way I don't, you know, take too many cuttings and then waste them or whatever. So.
I got a little loose. I just like pick them off.
And you don't have to cut the leaves back. I just like to do that. For one thing, it keeps from the leaves like overlapping on each other in the tray, and it's less for the plant to lose in heat and hydration, so it doesn't get dehydrated and shrivel up. So yeah, I just thought I'd take you along on just a few minutes of one of my days of what goes on, and this is a lot of what happens on the day-by-day basis. A lot of times I'm just potting up things that you know, need done. Oh, you got your thumb brown, didn't you? Look at you go, girl. Good job. But we get out here, get our thumbs brown, and try to stay productive, getting more plants made and everything. But what I'll do here is I'll just fertilize these, put them under the mist. They'll get watered in every day, every hour of the day. They get a mist sprayed on them. Now, if you was wanting to do this cuttings and you didn't have a mist system and you wanted to do this, all you would have to do is create some kind of like a humidity kind of a dome, like a plastic dome. And they make them for this size tray. They make those plastic domes. You've probably seen those, or you can do all kinds of creative things. You can take, if you put them in like a pot like this, you could put it over like a grocery, like a plastic Walmart bag or whatever, just to keep the humidity in after you've watered it really well. And then keep it in the shade. You could stick it down up underneath your picnic table, underneath your deck, or if you know, because if you don't have the misting system and the shade cloth and all of that, you just find a place totally in the shade, and you should be good. So, but anyhow, thank you for hanging out with us, and we will catch you on the south side.
And God bless.
God bless.
Bye.
Bye.
Get your thumbs brown.
Oh, get your thumbs brown.